We thought it was just another canal trip south of Mexico City, a tourist detour through Xochimilco's floating gardens. But as our trajinera drifted closer, the air thickened. Shadows formed in the twisted branches. And then we saw them. Thousands of dolls, rotting, mangled, their empty eyes staring back at us. This is our story of spending a night on the infamous Isla de las Muñecas island of dolls. Asterisk. We boarded the boat just before sunset. Our guide, Leah Rivera, had warned us in a low voice. It's not for everyone. Respect what you're about to see. Safari Penguin Khan, +15. The Daily Beast, +15. Earth Travel. Unlimited, +15. The ride with serene egrets and pelicans flitted overhead. But a sense of unease crept in as we neared the island. No birdsong, no breeze, just silence. Asterisk. We pulled up to a rickety dock, the air heavy with rotting plastic and mold. I stepped onto the soil and tried to steady my racing heart. Immediately, I felt watched tiny cracked eyes boring into my back. Asterisk. I moved inside the small museum hut where the guide explained the legend. In the 1950s, Don Julián Santana Barrera, a solitary farmer and fisherman, found a drowned girl in the canal. A doll washed up beside her. He hung it on a tree, thinking it held her spirit. Soon, he scavenged more dolls from the canals and trash, never fixing them, leaving them as he discovered them, mold-covered, missing limbs, cracked faces. Asterisk. Over 50 years, this grew into a chilling shrine. He treated them as guardians' wards against the girl's spirit and other dark forces. Locals say he traded vegetables from his chinampa for more dolls. Ultimately, he was found drowned in the same canal spot in April 2000, one singing about mermaids, calling him his death, eerily mirroring the tragedy he'd tried to contain. Asterisk. I left the cabin and stepped onto the main path. Dolls dangled from branches and wires, sunburnt, bleached, shredded by decades in the elements. Some had been nailed headfirst into trees. The sight was grotesquely beautiful, like a nightmare caught in slow motion. The not-so-innocents abroad +1 Earth. Travel unlimited +1. Every step crackled on dead leaves. A breeze rattled residual hair on a doll nearby. I froze. It wasn't a breeze. Asterisk. I spun, expecting someone behind me. Nothing. But then, a whisper. A circular, soft voice. Damn. My hands shook as the guide urged calm. He said visitors often hear whispers, footsteps, or see dolls turning. Some narrate dolls laughing or following them. Asterisk. Before our arrival, we brought a teddy bear to leave as an offering. At the shrine, Leo led a small ritual, baptizing the bear with words spoken in hushed tones. He mentioned that offerings help appease the spirits and prevent misfortune. Our bearer was placed among similar tokens. Visitors leave dolls, rosaries, even beads, hoping for blessings or mercy. Asterisk. I felt guilty. Was this place a shrine, or were we simply adding to the spectacle? Asterisk. Night fell. We stayed beyond dusk. The guide lit flickering candles in the shrine. Silence deepened. No croak of frogs, no rustling in reeds only, the dolls and their hollow gazes. Asterisk then, something shifted. Tiny wooden steps, footsteps on the old pier. My heart thudded. My partner whispered she saw a doll turn its head. I hadn't believed the tales until then. Asterisk, Leo shared stories from other visitors. I heard a doll giggle, high-pitched, like a child laughing. Asterisk, me, friend's doll in her hand, suddenly felt heavier, even though no wind blew. One woman insisted a doll followed her as she left. Another reported soft sobbing at the water's edge. Asterisk, we stayed until dawn. When first light hit the canals, the island took on a less horrific air, but the dolls remained ominous. Branches no longer moved, voices fallen silent. But in that silence, the dread felt deeper. On the way back, Leo shared that some boatmen refuse to take people after dark. They feel danger rises once the sun dips. Asterisk, we left shell-shocked. Was it real, paranormal, or simply guilt amplified by a suggestion? I'm not sure. What I do know, the dolls still haunt my dreams. You tell Ms. this a place of spirits or of man-made grief turned legend?